Lately, I've been finding inspiration in the most unexpected places, just by shifting my mindset and staying open to new opportunities. More on that in the coming weeks, so hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Today, I'm taking that idea literally in music terms. I want to tap into some of the silly fun I had as a kid and turn the most unmusical noises into something beautiful. Let's see what happens. First up, and this is one of my favorite tricks, I have a few field recordings here. Sounds of rain, the wind, traffic, basically everything that reflects the UK in winter. Let's turn this into a gorgeous pad. First, we'll peak these EQ points, setting the frequency to 440. We're going to throw this into a sampler and mess with the modulation, essentially giving this a micro chop granular feel. I've covered a complete breakdown of how to achieve this effect in its own episode. It's linked in the top right of the video or the description. I've got this lovely chord pattern for the pads here, but I want to give it a more rhythmical feel. By chopping up random noise, I can warp all of this by beats and flatten the track. Somewhere in here will be some kind of repeating pattern that I can loop over and over. Here. This isn't going to be my percussive track, it's actually going to be the trigger for my pad. Check this out. I achieved this effect by sidechaining the noise gate to that paper crumple rhythm we just made. Either side I've added some LFOs to add movement to the EQ and the release of the gate. From here, I actually want to add some bass. I'm thinking a kind of distorted sine wave or like a respace effect. I have a rather loud extractor fan in the bathroom, which will do just the job. First, we need to find this sound's fundamental frequency. Let's extrude that cue point just like we did the pad. Now, bounce it in place and add a tuner. We can see here that we need to repitch this so that it's in key with our music. Now I'm going to add something like raw. It's going to be a multi-band distortion device, so we can kind of saturate or distort just certain frequencies to give it the character we need. I wrote in some bass notes and added Shaper Box 3 to give it some movement. Finally, it's percussion time. I saw an ad recently for Clevgrand's one-shot plugin. I've used it on the channel before, I think it's exceptional. And they released an expansion called Acoustic Oddities, taking musical instruments but not actually playing them as intended. Totally musicless musicality. There's a saxophone here with clicks and pops that's going to work perfectly. Now all I think we need to add is some kind of melody. Quick shout out to DistroKid for sponsoring this video, who also have a bunch of unmusical tools to help promote your music things. Stuff like Bandzoogle, a partner for building your own music website, and Hyperfollow for free pre-save landing pages. It's a one-stop shop for artists, and you can get a discount with a link in the description. Let's get back to the episode. There's nothing more unmusical and lifeless than a conversation about credit score.
You do not have a single number that represents your credit score or your credit rating or your credit rating or your credit rating or your credit.
Again, it's about repitching, but this time we're going to make it a pluck instrument. So there we have it, gang. Something musical out of completely non-musical sounds. This was such a fun experiment. Let me know if it's something that you would be open to challenging yourself with. As always, the project is over at the Patreon, and if you need some extra inspiration, so is a quickie pack of my own household-made percussion. Check it out. As always, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.